The Great Barrier Reef is recognised all over the world for both its stunning beauty and its environmental diversity. That's why the International Maritime Organization declared the Great Barrier Reef and Torres Strait particularly sensitive sea areas. This means extra care needs to be taken to safeguard the reef from the potential impacts of shipping. The marine park is a multi-use area supporting industries such as tourism, fishing and shipping. Most of these rely on a healthy reef ecosystem to be viable. Bulk exports and the import of fuel and manufacturing resources are crucial to Australia's economy. 11 ports operate close to the Great Barrier Reef and account for $17 billion of Australia's annual export trade. And the shortest navigational route from these ports to Asia and the Pacific runs through the Great Barrier Reef.
In addition to that, the Torres Strait is a significant international passageway connecting the Arafura Sea through to the Pacific.
Compared to Asian and European seaways, traffic is generally lighter in the REEFVTS area. However, sections of the reef are complex to navigate. The region is remote and very demanding for mariners who can encounter confined waters, strong tidal streams and shallow reefs and shoals. There are also tropical monsoons and cyclones. The Reef Vessel Traffic Service, or REEFVTS, keeps in touch with all shipping in the Great Barrier Reef and Torres Strait to help mariners safely navigate through the Great Barrier Reef. It is the responsibility of shipmasters and pilots to keep regular contact with the REEFVTS Centre. Located in Townsville, REEFVTS is the coastal vessel traffic service for the Great Barrier Reef and Torres Strait.
So the idea of REEFVTS is to ensure that we have got a safe shipping industry there that doesn't impact on the World Heritage values and the other industries, tourism and fishing, on which we all depend in the reef.
It is one of the largest coastal vessel traffic services in the world, monitoring some 6,000 kilometres of coastline from Cape York to Sandy Cape. All ships longer than 50 metres, as well as many vessels such as oil and gas carriers of any length, must report to REEFVTS. Through monitoring the area, REEFVTS improves navigational safety and reduces the risk of shipping incidents, which results in a reduced risk of damage to the marine environment. REEFVTS can also assist with responses to any safety or pollution incidents.
The REEFVTS system, the forerunner of it was called ReefRep, which was a compulsory reporting system.
When it came into force on the 1st of January 1997, it was one of the world's first ship reporting systems. Since then, Australia has continued to improve protection of the region through measures such as automated position reporting via Inmarsat-C and monitoring software with decision support tools.
The REEFVTS was fully introduced in 2004, which has all the benefits of providing a lot more assistance and monitoring the vessels in addition to the reporting.
Then, in April 2010, the Chinese bulk carrier Shangnang 1 ran aground on Douglas Shoal in the southern part of the Great Barrier Reef. The location of this incident was out of the REEFVTS reporting area at the time of the grounding. As a result of this incident, the Australian Maritime Safety Authority reviewed existing measures and found REEFVTS to be highly successful in preventing incidents.
The REEFVTS has been extremely successful. Since its introduction in 2004, there's only been one grounding in the past 7 years. It represents a 90% reduction in the rate of groundings from what we saw in the past before REEFVTS was introduced.
Based on these impressive results, it was decided REEFVTS should be extended to include the southern boundary of the Great Barrier Reef. This came into effect on the 1st of July 2011. REEFVTS plays an important role in incident response. They alert and provide relevant information to the emergency response teams by monitoring the situation and communicating with the ships involved. The operator may alert other vessels in the area and provide further information if they believe a danger exists to them during their transit. Australia's coastal pilotage system for the Torres Strait and sections of the Great Barrier Reef requires all ships greater than 70 metres in length to carry a coastal pilot. These pilots provide local knowledge to assist ships with navigating through some of the narrow and complex shipping routes. Once a pilot boards a vessel, they notify REEFVTS and provide any additional information about the vessel's transit, such as the route they intend to take.
REEFVTS is giving all the information about traffic mainly, and That's very important to us, especially in bad weather and especially in high traffic. We can plan the route, or we can plan the situation according to the traffic information what we get from the VTS.
We've been entrusted with guardianship of one of the world's great natural treasures. The key to protecting the reef is cooperation and communication. Through REEFVTS and other protection measures, the Australian and Queensland governments are working with the shipping industry to safeguard the reef for the future.